What's going on, everybody? Today I am going to show you how I made this track, ITZY type. Let's go get it. There's like a lot of sections to this song. I'm just showing you from the verse. Just has that fun bounce to it, you know? And then pre-chorus. Build. And we hit that chorus. And then we have this switch up that I really love. After the second verse, it goes to this section right here. But y'all thought I was done with the switch up. We're doing this now. Oh. And we got more stuff, like fun stuff in the chorus section as well. Guys, I am teaching a course called Intro to K-pop, and we are still accepting some more members until February 4th. That's when we close the registration. In this course, I'm going to teach you how to make beats, how to do K-pop chords, song structures, top lining, mixing, mastering. It's very condensed materials. In 5 weeks, all live on Zoom. I'm gonna give you feedback, take Q&A as well. It's gonna be one fun stuff. Yeah, and you can join even if you're beginner or advanced. You can get an audition opportunity for UMP, which is the team that I'm leading. There's also placement opportunity. If you submit a great song, we'll pitch those assignments to the labels. These are all the topics that we're gonna cover, so check it out. I mean, it's a really nice one and pretty affordable too. Yeah, and we also have scholarship opportunity if you want to join for that as well. Shall we get to the song? I mean, this one, guys, is gonna be fun because it's got a lot of interesting stuff. But first, let's go with the intro. I wanted to be original, so I made, you know, it was coming actually from this loop. But I chopped it, and I'm just playing that one note, and I'm just basically, you know, and making my own melody, and I came up with this melody. Together with this sound, which is about the same. So now we have a stacked version of this sound. And let's put some bounce to it. Yeah. Let's go with the drums first. Guys, stay tuned because this one, oh, you're gonna see that there's a lot of interesting song structures. I didn't even go to the bridge. I'm going to show you some of that too because I feel like I have like 6 different sections. And you're gonna learn about a lot about how to do switch ups in the song. So, kick. Super simple, right? Why? Because we have like so many other things. So let's just keep it simple. Yeah, this kick is just so good for the kind of dance sound that I'm doing. So that with this hi-hat, I happen to be using a cymatics loop, chopping it up a little bit together with the snap sound. Don't you love that sound? I mean, this sound just made a big difference. Without this, it would have been just that. But once in a while, throwing that thing is just really nice. But this guy is the main guy that I'm making a groove with. So check out this sound. So it's basically this sound, but I'm making it left and right. Da-da. Pitch shift and panning. That creates... Oh, by the way, if you're not wearing headphones when you see my YouTube tutorial stuff, you're missing a lot of details. So I highly suggest that you check out, watch this with the headphones on. Yeah. Together with my main high stuff, which is my cowbell sound. Again, I love cowbells and triangles. They're so cool. Yeah. Together with my bass. And look what I did with my bass. So instead of just using like a loop, which is supposed to be kind of like this, I just love that one sound. So I just chopped it up. So I'm just using that one piece and making a melody out of it. That's a technique that you guys should always use. It's very, very efficient. And with the Kickstarter, now I can make it bouncy. Why? Because I have my kick. Dun, 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 dun. So you want to leave room so that the kick still punches. And together with this layer. So what is my attempt with this guy? Listen to this sound. It has a more attacky sound, right? It has a little more electronic sound to it. So together with this, it just makes it a little more vibrant. So it's like a layering technique that you can always explore. Together with my lead. Okay, let's go on to the next section. Right here. 2, 3, go. So basically, I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but this I want it to be like a almost like a sneak peek of a chorus. And then I'm entering to this section. And if you're a good top liner, you're gonna notice that, oh, this section kind of sounds full. And then it goes to this empty place. So a top liner should be able to catch that. But if you feel like the top liner would not catch it, then you kind of have to let them know, hey, in this section right here, I meant it to be a sneak peek of a chorus. So yeah, that's one of the things as a producer, you gotta be able to work with the top liner, know what they're thinking, and communicate well. Anyways, so this is my verse now. And in this section here, one of my biggest ear candy basically is this right here. I'm using like a digital like lead whistle type of things from Cymatics, and yeah, I thought it sounded really cool together, because without this it sounds pretty empty. No space, no lead. So now with this, yeah, lots of ear candy going on, right? I mean, this sounds very like ear candy and fun. Notice that even these guys, you know, I'm putting Kickstarter to make it pulsy so that I'm avoiding the kick. I'm always trying to be careful so that my kick will shine. So even with my ear candy, I'm adding that. Alright, let's go on to the pre-chorus. So what is happening to my groove as I'm entering to my pre-chorus section? So it used to be this. And what is my chorus going to be? It's going to be like this. So I need to know, okay, if I'm gonna have a 4 in the floor in the verse and 4 in the floor in the chorus, I better avoid the 4 in the floor on the pre-chorus. So that's the technique, one of the technique that I use. Be careful what you're doing in the verse and chorus and try to do something different, but don't lose the energy. So here I'm doing this. Bringing like a different rhythmic element and making my kick a little bit different, right? So what else is happening? So kick is doing bam bam bam, and then snare. It almost has that Latin vibe, you know, like ITZY does like to do that kind of stuff sometimes. And then it's almost like a reggaeton vibe, right? So, and what else is happening here? A lot more rhythm going on. And as I'm building this thing, like, ooh, there's a lot of cool stuff happening with the rhythm here, right? As I'm building, one thing that really stands out in this section is obviously this guy right here. So it sounds like this. So instead of just using like a riser, which I always do, I'm like, okay, how am I gonna make it a little bit different? So I chose to build it up of a, without my plugins, it basically sounds like this. So it's like a stadium sound, but I'm basically filtering this stadium sound to make it sound like a riser. It's going like this. And that creates momentum. That creates like anticipation, right? Together with my clap. A lot more stuff going on right here with the brass sound. First thing, we're changing the chorus, right? And then with my keys. And then with my leads, doing this. Build it up. If you listen to this lead right here, it's very intentional rising lead that almost feels like a riser that goes like this. And it sounds like, you know, it's a sample, but it's not. I actually really took time to make that progression happen right there. Another thing that stands out is right here when you check that chord right there. So we have this minor going to, what is that? That's a very interesting, like a secondary dominant chord that is kind of unexpected. Why am I doing that? Because JYP loves that stuff. I know JYP. And when you're pitching, depending who you're pitching to, you got to know the labels. And if you feel like the labels would want to be open for that stuff, then you want to bring those elements that makes it feel like, not makes it feel, that you know that those group will be able to pull it off. So moving on, let's go to the chorus section right here. Boom. And as we hit that big bang, let's go through some of the chords that I'm teaching right now. That was a very smooth transition, I know, but guys, this course, I'm not joking. I've taught this about 2 years ago. It was the best course I've ever taught. I mean, like, we're going through very condensed material, everything you need to know about K-pop music production. And if you haven't taken course with me, especially, I highly recommend that you take this course because it's gonna go through a lot of different topics that you want to learn if you want to get deep into the music production. And there's some bonus contents material. This is live but also hybrid. I mean, it's just got everything. You should check out this video if you're interested. It's gonna go through all the things that you need to know, and it's 60 money back guarantee, so 60 days money back guarantee, so nothing to lose. Okay, let's go to the chorus one more time here. It hits hard. Ooh. Alright. Let's check the drums first. So what is the difference between the verse and the chorus section? There's a lot of fun, like, ambient stuff going on. Okay, let's just check out this much. So that's the verse, right? So if we go here, that's that, right? But as you heard it before, like, it sounds way bigger. How did I do that? I'm adding clap sound, ambient clap that sounds like this. And listen to this big snare doing interesting stuff right here. Ooh, and on top of that, I'm adding more. Yeah, don't be afraid to just add bunch of layers and stuff. Make it big, especially in the chorus. What about this guy? Adding more top loop. And of course, you gotta be careful so that you don't overdo it. But chances are, guys, when it comes to chorus, gotta make it big, gotta make it fun. With my bass, chord slightly different, right? It used to be this, but instead of doing that riff, I'm doing this now. Why? I'm purposely thinking about the top lining. And when a top liner sings to a part, when you give them a good chord for them to top line on, you're doing a good job for the top liner. Because if you have chords that are not, you know, easy for the top liners to find good notes to, then you're not gonna come up with a good melody. For that reason, I've changed the chords, and let's listen with the chord, which is my saw synth here. One of my secret tips right here. Without my plugin, it sounds like this. Like this. So how did I do that? Because now it sounds like this. Ah, you thought that was coming from Serum. No, actually, I made it happen by, first of all, I'm applying Kickstarter again. But this guy, it's a shaper box. And in my shaper box, I basically have that, but mainly is this filter thing. I don't remember if I did that or it was a preset, but now with this filter manipulator, it sounds like this. And we're making it wider. And we're adding some reverb. Yeah. So that movement basically makes things more fun. We have some lead sound. Oh, fun stuff. Even more. Pluck melody, right? Right here. Yeah, these are all very intentional melodies that I thought about in my head and I just put it. Also another lead sound, which is the very initial melody riff, right? But we don't stop here. We're adding layers. Brass sound, right? And one more lead. So let's just check out this. So my brass sound sounds like this. Together with my lead. And then my other lead. And without one or the other, it just wouldn't sound the same. So, you know, there are different formulas and practical ways that you can make your layers, but you know, we're not gonna go too much in depth with that stuff. Joining our course, we'll go through that more in details. Okay, now with the effect sounds here. Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Bonus stuff, you know, I usually end right there, but man, this section is so cool. I gotta show it to you. So after verse 2, I just wanted to make a little bit different right here. So what's going on here? Drum wise, I'm just doing breakdown. You know that big boom, boom, boom. That's the guy that has the most important role, right? So it's this guy right here. And it's actually like an impact sound. But I'm basically putting that impact sound and playing like a tom as a piano roll. And now I have a cool like war drums type of thing, right? And then this is one of my favorite sections right here. Yeah. Choo! I don't know why I love that part so much, but I just really love it. So I gotta break it down to you guys. I mean, like, the most important thing about this section is definitely the 808s. So it sounds like this. Yeah, honestly, when it comes to this kind of 808, you do have to pick the right sample, you know, like. And I just love this one because it had a punch to it, but it also had that digital sound to it. Without my plugins, it sounds like this. It's super clean, but not very fun. So I've added some more distortion right there to make it more fun. And whenever you're adding distortion to your 808, you gotta watch out not to overdo it, because you know it's just going to mess up with your mix. So that with my with my other stuff sounds. It's there's a lot of details. I mean, check out this hi-hat. Woo! And with my other hi-hat, it just came together, you know? And together with my drums, you know, and sometimes like I love combining loops with the samples. So, you know, I just really like this one. So I chopped it up and I just put it in the right places. And lastly, this hi-hat here. Ooh. But the most essential thing in this section to me is this weird riser that goes like this. Stanky face. Yeah, that section is so much fun. After that, back to the pre-chorus. Lastly, right here, I don't want to talk too much about it, but let me show you how the bridge goes. So after the chorus, completely different section, very R&B, right? I just felt like we needed to make it rest a little bit, and then dance break. Then now we're ready for the chorus. We're not ready for the chorus. Let's give it more. Wow. And then, yeah, I mean, I still don't remember all the section to this song. I made it like few years ago actually. But yeah, guys, wow. This song is like a textbook for making different sections, making whole lot of song form and all that. And guys, once again, this course is open for registration, and our community for music producers and top liners is open. That's a completely separate thing. So this is like a all year long subscription based community that you can just join to learn, to have mentorship, to have master classes. But the other one I was showing, this one is like a seasonal boot camp that goes on for 5 weeks. So check it out, guys. Did you like the video? If you did, if it was helpful, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and all that. Otherwise, of you guys have a happy new year of 2024. Maybe some of you guys are watching from 2030. Who knows? Man, 2030. I'm gonna be so old by then. Okay, guys. Peace out. Later.